everybody! Welcome back to Northern Land Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. We're building quite the respectable streak. Wouldn't necessarily say it's incredible, but respectable for sure. Maggie again? Oh, god damn it, let's just restart. I'm joking. I wouldn't. Would I? I wouldn't. 1x4G JWN6. I actually looked at our starting stats as if we were playing with Eden. We're not playing with Eden. We're playing with fire, baby. It's the Burning Basement #1. I said that in such a dull, but also dulcet tone that it sounded like it was scripted years ago by an old man working in old-timey 1930s radio, but it wasn't. That was right at the top of the dome piece. And now we are vacant. Okay. How did the last run go? Well, the last run for me was a daily where, at present, we're ranked 44th. That's pretty great. By my standards, I didn't think we shit the bed necessarily, but I thought we didn't necessarily do amazingly. Turns out that maybe, like, IV Bag kept us in there. Apart from that, I think on the regular runs, we've been doing relatively well. I mean, we have had... Ooh, Parasite's nothing to sneeze at. We have had some, close-ish calls because we've been playing as the Lost and the Keeper, but even those are fairly far behind us in the rearview mirror. We're pretty much just, rolling along here. Lots of Lazarus, lots of Samson... And apparently the occasional Maggie run. If we could pick up... I mean, like, I feel like I'm getting more mature in my items that I want. Like, of course, more realistic, more pragmatic, let's put it that way. Of course, a Magic Mush or a Halo or something would be awesome, but you know what? I would be content, or even tickled pink, if we were to... that's bad damage, but that's okay. If we were to pick up, like, growth hormones here. Give me speed plus range, man. Give me Speedball. Anything to give me a little bit of extra speed as Maggie, negate our principal concern, and give us, you know, the opportunity for a +2 damage upgrade in the future. That's like putting money in the kid's college fund, man. You know, you're getting a small benefit now. That's not at all like putting money in your kid's college fund, although I guess if you put money in a child's college fund, you don't pay tax on the way in, you pay tax on the way out. You don't need to concern yourselves with that. What are you watching this? You're 17 years old? You don't need to worry about that for at least 6 months. Don't worry about it. But, we're just getting a little bit more of a pragmatic view of things, I guess. Now I'm not like a shot speed upgrade. That's stupid. Who would ever want a shot speed upgrade? Now I'm like, shot speed upgrade. Sign me up, baby. You gotta give me a nice crostini with some Edam cheese. We'll have a discussion about the stock market. I'm ready. Speedball, don't mind if I do. Not at the party. That would be... a deadly concoction consisting of heroin and cocaine, in all likelihood. Or we'd be playing baseball, which would be equally strange. Meat's pretty good. Not having a spirit heart isn't, but can't complain about meats. That gives us +2 on this floor. +2 HP, I should say, which does give us the chance for an arcade. And I will go a little hard on this arcade. I'm going to go down to like 2.5 hearts. The hope was not that we would get IV Bag. The hope was actually that we would get Blood Bag, because that does give us enough of a speed upgrade to not feel like we're super behind the 8-ball as Maggie. But, you know, I've said this many times before. I don't think Maggie is as bad speed-wise as people sell her as. I think she's one of the least fun characters to start as because of the fact that she doesn't have anything unique except, like, more HP, lower speed. She kind of feels like you got your training wheels on a little bit. But... you know, I don't think she's that dissimilar to Isaac, or enough dissimilar to Isaac that you're like, or that I'm like, you know, insulted to have randomed her or something. But I know Maggie is probably consensus one of the least favorite characters in the game. Although I always hear people talking shit about Lazarus as well. And for a while, I think I was kind of like that. I was like, I don't get Lazarus. Like, why would I ever kill myself on a run to respawn with 1 HP? And then you realize, oh, there's some interesting kind of quirks going on there. For my money, the character I actually like to play the least in on a normal run like this might actually be Lilith. There are opportunities to spiral out of control, but it's always frustrating when your run sucks and you're like, well, I got 1 tears down pill, and also I can't really aim properly because I'm dragging my cannon behind me to shoot. It's always, or it has the potential, I guess, to create some frustrating runs, but it does also have the potential to create some, you know, very enjoyable runs, but just my 2 cents. Hopefully we get a bomb here. I think we've been playing pretty well on this floor. You know, haven't run into, any enemies, which is a nice change of pace for me. Even a single key at this point gives us many possible ways to generate a spirit heart. We get, you know, there we go. We go to our shop and buy one. we go to our shop and buy a bomb, and then take it back to that tinted rock, and now we're looking pretty good as far as at least getting the deal with the devil is concerned. We got a bomb back for that, so as far as I'm concerned, that bomb that we purchased was effectively free. Okay. As much as I hate to walk backwards 2 inches, there's no excuse not to. Another tinted rock in there, but we need 2 bombs to actually access it. 2 bombs for 1 tinted rock is probably still a pretty good deal. Especially, oh no, especially when they're going to do that. I wonder if we could get the... Nah, I was trying to get the explosive rock there and maybe think that it would hit it from across the mantle, but now we traded 2 bombs for a spirit heart and a key. That's also an adequate trade. I like having the spirit hearts, so I'm fairly stoked to have this right now, and that's one reason why. We're gonna be a little slow on this floor, but I think it's worth it. Was there anything good in that shop? Because we could... Oh, okay, don't be an idiot. We can go pretty hard on IV bag here. Pin. Pin is an easy boss. This is exciting. We easily could have gone through that entire floor without getting hit, and that would have been excellent. But, you know, effectively we lose 1 spirit heart. That's why you have insulation, man. Not in your house. That'd be weird. I've already talked to you about taxes and college funds. We don't need to talk about getting insulation for your house as well. So, Spirit of the Night is going to help out with our speed a lot. Apart from that, Guppy's Hairball is a Guppy item, and also, like, the world's worst familiar, but it can do something for you. And we're just going to head down to the next floor with 11 cents and good luck. I'm not saying good luck, I'm saying we have good luck. And the ability to fly. The ability to fly is pretty nice. Again, it doesn't really give you more speed, I guess, but it gives you more maneuverability, which is valuable. And as far as tier effects go, you know, Ball of Tar, it's okay. The slow is nice, makes it easier to hit enemies. Makes your damage go further, usually. So, if possible, I would love to find Bloody Penny for sale here. 3-cent card is pretty tempting. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I like this. Okay, so for 3 cents we buy Wheel of Fortune, we can blow it up and probably get something worth more than 3 cents out of it. And then eventually we turn that into Mom's Key somehow. I know it sounds like a pyramid scheme, but no, I'm just saying the people at the bottom feed the people at the top. It's not a pyramid at all. It's more like a triangular shaped building that is not located in Egypt. It's a different thing altogether, you'll have to admit. Okay, finally, you explode. It should... Oh, my lord. I hate these champions. I hate that champion. I am just not a fan of you at all. Maybe lose 10 cents worth of spirit hearts, man. I don't know why I'm so, all of a sudden, fiscally concerned with Isaac. I'm like, you know, dude, we gotta get our finances in order here, but... Eternal Heart is nice. We won't pick it up yet, but it is nice. We do have a luck upgrade, so as much as I thought it was going to be kind of, I want to say useless, but not that beneficial immediately, hey, we got like one of the very few items in the game that basically gives you damage proportional to your luck. So, 1 luck upgrade feels at least decent here. It's not really a luck upgrade that we can replicate. You know, we don't have a pill in our index that we are aware of to make that happen. Bombs are on the head. I mean, well, maybe take it, like... Here's what I'm thinking. We're going to execute the old Bob's Rotten Head Wheel of Fortune Gambit. You don't see it too much these days, ever since MLB outlawed it, but check it out. Okay, throw down Wheel of Fortune. We wait for Pestilence to get nice and close, like. Then we hit him with that, and it does not blow up what I wanted it to blow up. And this Pestilence doesn't shoot bombs. But I tried. I tried, dang it. We'll get a cube of meat. Considering we have no red heart containers filled, except for the 1/2 that we've got up at the very front there, good opportunity to trade away more red hearts. And we will get that opportunity, apparently. Okay. It's not fantastic. Ooh. Is Book of Sin better than IV Bag? It's probably better than IV Bag. Let's take Book of Sin. Book of Sin has given us a blank rune that gave us Perthrow and effectively turned IV Bag into Ghost Baby, which is like, you didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, but you really didn't have to do that. But we get our HP back easily here, and You know, we're still just on the lookout for maybe enough money, and by enough money, I really just mean like a single bomb, or enough money that would allow us to get Mom's Key, which is an item that I do think is worth kind of waiting up for, you know? We're still ahead of the curve for Boss Rush, and perhaps more importantly, probably not that concerned with Boss Rush on this run right now because it's not a daily. Seems sensible for us to invest in our future if possible. And hey, more charges on Book of Sin is not a bad thing either. And I think you can pretty much see my methodology on this floor. It's, Jesus Christ, can we just get this money without having to... Ooh, Twist Spades, pretty good. Get this money without having to go to that mob trap room. And the answer is yes. Because we got this bomb. And that doesn't help us enough. But we got the bomb at least. We're up to 14 cents. That room paid for itself. It's probably ill-advised to blow up our donation machine, but I'm not being too picky right now. We'll blow up the donation machine, get Mom's Key. 2 keys, chests are better. And you know what? It makes more sense to do the mob trap room after we get this anyway. So let's get this, pick this up. Now, we will buy this. I think it's a sensible option. Another Spirit Heart for us here. Double our keys just so I don't forget, even though it's, you know, we might get more keys when we open this one up in here anyway. And then we come in here, crack this bad boy. We got a single trinket out of it, but I guess it's a trinket that we're happy with, because we didn't have a trinket anyway, and it's not a trinket that's, you know, bad for us, like a surprising amount of them are. So I guess I'm pretty pro how the end of this floor went down. I'm not saying I'm professional. I'm saying I find it nice how the rest of this floor went down, and we definitely picked up enough consumables on this room to make it worth our while. What an analytical approach we've had to take to this Isaac run so far. I've barely had the opportunity to utter a single poop or scatological related joke. I just felt wrong to not do it. Balls of Steel. Lockdown. That sucks. Bad gas. I would say we probably came out worse for wear there, but Balls of Steel is kind of a nice... You don't feel like you lose too much when you got Balls of Steel, I guess. And take it from me, I got balls of plutonium. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. That sounds like my balls are heavily diseased. Speed up! Hey, all right, there you go. Bomb for a speed up. That buying that 3-cent card actually worked out nicely for us here. Flooded Caves 2. Teleports us. No, that's not a teleport. Brain Job's good. Pheromones is fine. 2 Pretty Flies. Wow, this curse room has made up for my somewhat shitty attitude towards pills recently. That was excellent. Prepare yourself. This is not a daily, so I'm actually going to relish the opportunity to use Cube of Meat to deal damage. It will doubtlessly cause me to take some damage myself. Watch Battery might be worth getting rid of Demon Tail for. This is one of those ones where, like, neither one of the trinkets is necessarily a slam dunk, so I don't really know, honestly, which one I choose to go with. Explosive Diarrhea is not horrible. We can live with it. I mean, not in real life. I mean, probably, yeah, in real life. What are you gonna do? You know, you just gotta buck up. But I say that as someone who does not have irritable bowel syndrome, so I don't know. I imagine probably sucks having irritable bowel syndrome and be like, hey, I have to like take like really, you know, painful shits at a moment's notice, and then people go, ha ha! Whoa, painful shits, that's funny. How's that life debilitating condition? You know, it's like horrible. But it's pretty funny, I guess, because, you know, after I poop, I have to, you know, basically pass out on my bed for an hour to recover. But I'm glad it's a joke to you, I guess. I can't really be mad at people for thinking it's a joke, I guess. I mean, it is a disease where you take explosive poops. But I'm just saying that, you know, you out there with IBS, I feel you, man. I take your condition seriously, even if it seems like I'm using it as a topic for, to derive humor out of right here. That sounds shitty. And that wasn't even intended to be a pun, but now there's no coming back from it. But, I feel for you, man. I think that, like, it's a real disease. It's a real condition. Do what you gotta do to stay well. It sounds extremely inconvenient and possibly physically painful as well. Now, see, what you need, though, is to reclassify. You need to lobby doctors to rename irritable bowel syndrome. Because irritable bowel syndrome sounds like, yeah, you know, my sister gets irritated sometimes. I know what that's like. But instead, you gotta call it something that sounds, like, scarier. You gotta name it, like, doctor's phenomenon or something like that. Like, doctor's name phenomenon. If you start naming it like Wernicke's Phenomenon, people are not going to be like, hey, Mr. Funny Poops, how's it going? They're going to be like, oh shit, don't talk bad to that guy. He's got Wernicke's Phenomenon. Guaranteed. There you go. It's just Northern Lion solving all your problems again, society. Don't sweat it. We're just going to head down to the next floor. We got Guillotine, Blue Cap. I'm very for these items. And we are on the dank depths in time to possibly do Boss Rush. But we're definitely going to be more in the market to skip Boss Rush than to do Boss Rush properly. But this is going to be a big floor for us. We haven't really... I mean, things have moved very fast, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And this floor, they're going to continue to move very quickly. We have one Guppy item. If we could just get one from our curse room, I'd feel great, because we're probably going to have a pretty good chance to get one from our... Well, to get a deal with the devil, and then we can deal with the fact that we may or may not get one there. That was bad. Just horrible damage. It's kind of hard to reconcile where my guillotine head is, because I got all these orbitals orbiting, and a partridge in a pear tree and all that. But I'm kind of starting to get a sense of it. I mean, you've seen some dodges. Not all of those are accidents. A lot of those are actually me trying to position ourselves properly here, believe it or not. Curse room definitely did not give us what I was looking for. We do have a second bomb, though, so we can skip a ton of rooms here en route to the second item room and eventually the boss room up there. But I think I would really, really like to pick up some extra damage. Doesn't have to be huge. Would be nice, though. Yeah, Rotten Baby is like the perfect upgrade. It's not exceptional damage, but it's good enough damage that we can be excited about it. And it's reliable. You know, those flies they home fairly well. Not as well as I'd like sometimes, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Always. Sometimes they can, I guess. I mean, look, this is my job. I make YouTube videos. I don't write up legislation for the proper conduct of beggars and vagabonds. I just, you know, I'm repeating supposed truisms I've heard elsewhere in my life and hoping that they're non-controversial. I don't want to touch those as spicy meatballs. Steam sale allows us to get blue map and possibly the world card, which is actually quite nice. Wheel of Fortune, we will just put down here and blow up next to this dude. That scares me. No, don't blow up my donation machine. The whole point of being here was to give it some money. Okay, that didn't work out very well for us. And neither did the battery, but, you know, we did our part there. Plenty of time to try to sort out just what the heck we're going to do here. We'll go up and to the right, I think. That was an extreme surprise. That one I shouldn't have taken damage on, because I'm an idiot. But the first one, I was like, I don't think I've seen this room before. At least not regularly. Man, we did all that for the D10. Disappointing. And to a spade. Okay, we did it all for the D10 and 16 keys. That takes a little bit of the sting out of it. We do have only one bomb, so we're really relying on a good, like, batch of skulls to show up. So you could possibly snag something out of Boss Rush. Otherwise, this is where we at, you know? We're going to stick with what we got. Not do Boss Rush unless it's an unbelievably incredible item. Which I really, at this point, would be surprised. Not because, you know, our current returns guarantee anything about this run in the future. I'm just saying, you know, there's very few items that I would be like, oh yeah, that's a slam dunk. Like if we get Mom's Knife or Brimstone somehow in there, I'd be like, yeah, that's a slam dunk. But the odds of this in an item pool with several hundred items are fairly low. Not incomprehensible, but pretty bad. And our damage just has not scaled as nicely as I would have hoped. Explosive Diarrhea, Blackheart. Okay, well, we can easily fight our first boss. So this is War. It gives us a second level cube of meat. I don't know why I'm saying it as if you're being introduced to this boss for the first time, but you're aware, presumably, of what you get here. As I've said in recent episodes, I don't think a second level cube of meat is really my cup of tea anymore. I'd rather have almost any other boss item, but it's not bad. I think we're just gonna go fight Mom. You know, we got tons of orbital damage, so this that was... I should not be standing there. But I sort of blame Guillotine there. And I blame myself for that one, because I can't blame Guillotine twice. There you go. We'll split the load. We'll take the Polaroid. That's not Brimstone, but it's real good. The invincibility could be exceptionally helpful. And we got Rune Bag, Skinny Odd Mushroom, Little Steven, and a syringe. Skinny Odd Mushroom's very nice, but I really don't think we can justify it here. This one looks like a kind of run we might win just by the skin of our teeth, to be honest with you. I'm gonna pop the world. Just see where we're going here. Because I do feel like, you know, on some runs, you kind of reach peak difficulty at some point early-ish in the game, and then that was a fast shot, man. And then from that point onwards, things just get easier and easier. You know, after you pick up Brimstone or something, for example. On this run, we're not in that position. I'm kind of the opinion right now that every single floor that we're on is going to be the hardest floor that we've faced to this point. Maybe we'll get a deal with the devil, or a couple deals with the devil, or a couple random items somewhere along the line that'll swing it for us. But for right now, we're kind of in the shit. HP is good enough that we should, you know, survive at least this floor and the next floor, even without getting any help at all, but we're in the shit. That was bad damage, which is to say, we really need to kind of tighten up and not take any risks. So, unless something changes drastically, I really... Oh, I need to go back for that. I also should not have done this room. It's like an optical illusion. My brain's like, do this room, it's small. You know, we're going to the other room anyway. But, yeah, we're not going to do the Hush fight unless something changes drastically. We're not going to, you know, do the self-sacrifice room for God's sake. Absolutely not. And we're going to try to maybe do a little bit less orbital damage, but that's some old programming in my brain, man. It's hard to get that updated here. I really thought we could sneak around. Okay, we should check. Just see what it is. Temperance. Could be good. Don't worry about that steam sound in the background. It's just our rice cooker. It is done cooking rice. So it lets out a big old amount of steam out of there. You know what? Fuck that, man. This is how I'm using Hagalas. Loki doesn't have any place to hide. Money well spent, in my opinion. Alright, this is where we have to appeal to the game a little bit. And we say to the game, hey game, you know, we're both in this together. You know what would be dope? Not giving me a deal with the devil. But it refused. It has given me a deal with the devil. Or, sorry, wait, the opposite. I've confused myself. It has not given me a deal with the devil. And that's unfortunate, because I could really use one of those. I can't even see, really, where the second secret room is. It's, like, maybe down here? Down here! That was my incredibly half-assed Counting Crows impression for this episode. Counting crows and me, broadcasting in stereo. He doesn't want to lose his streak as Maggie. Okay, I've forgotten how Mr. Jones and me goes. Keep taking the keys. You never know. We might need 35 of those bad boys. Oh, that was dangerous and stupid, but there we are. A bed. Oh, you know what? It's so fitting that I got to say, who knows when we're going to need 35 keys. Pay out with a red chest that has Guppy's paw. I know you got... don't blow up that bed, you son of a bitch. Pay out with a red chest that has Guppy's paw. That's not Guppy's paw at all. We've got 26 keys. What do we need that shit for? I asked specifically for Guppy's paw so we could get Empty Vessel to work, but also pick up a lot of HP and also get... you know, the extra chance of becoming Guppy, of course. I don't know, man. Like, I think we should still be in this. If we can make it to the chest, anything can happen. That's always been my philosophy. Or at least as of, you know, the past year or so, it's been my philosophy. If you just live to the chest, you got chances. But, I don't have a ton of faith in my ability to avoid, I should say, not void, but to avoid taking damage. Because... It's my own idiocy in taking Guillotine. I took it to be aggressive, but if I'd chosen not to take it, we'd probably be in a more sensible position right now. Okay. Sure. The Fool. And a black card. The black card's great. The Fool card? Yeah, sure. I mean, free curse room. It's basically worth a black card if we use it in the best way that I can see to use it right now. think this is a positive outcome for us. This is like the fastest, like, bad run I've had in a while. You normally don't get these. Normally it's, you know, this run sucks and also it takes forever. This one is like, this run sucks, but it's resolving itself quite quickly. You know, it's a heavyweight knockout instead of like a, you know, grappling match or something. Well, this was just a probable waste of my time. Yeah, let's get the hell out of that. I don't care about the bomb as much as I care about not getting hit there. Okay, well, you know, there are some bright sides to take away from this. That was incredibly stupid. There are some bright sides to take away from this right now. We're in a pretty good spot for HP. We got 4 of it. I'd like to have more, but certainly we've won worse runs with worse items. I know that sounds like it makes no sense. I'm just saying, we've been in harder positions than this and still come out on top. I don't know if I could have phrased that any more like I was trying to make it a double entendre, but there you have it. Come on. Black Lotus. Another key beggar. Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least give you the chance to salvage the run, huh? We're going to have to start turning it on, though. Like, we're going to have to start actually playing to the standard that I'd like to play at. Steven is the first, like, great pickup we've had in a while. And it's not even that great, but it's good enough to be semi-pleased with. Okay, 2 golden bombs. Some people might say that's overkill. But I'm pleased nonetheless. I'm going to blow you up because I am an idiot. But we got 2 stone chests out of it. And 2 stone chests paid out with 2 spirit hearts, which is very nice. A luck upgrade helps out with our teeth shots. Okay, I mean, that went really well. Is it enough? No, but it might be enough to keep us living long enough to get to the point where it's enough. And even if it's not enough, it might have to be enough. So, you know, let's keep the verdict out on that one for now. Tons of red hearts in case this mom's heart fight goes just absolutely tits up. Alrighty, okay, we're in. Start dropping some bombs. That one did not get placed properly. Once we actually get the chance to sustain some damage, we're doing some good stuff, man. It is very hard to dodge still. I know earlier I said I'm getting a handle on it. I don't think I'm getting a handle on it. Well, let's be real. We're not going to make Empty Vessel work. So I don't think we take Multidimensional Baby. I think we just take Little Brimstone. And I feel like Little Brimstone is a pretty positive pickup. It's some guaranteed damage, but it is a little scary because it costs us a lot of our remaining HP as well. Let's come down here and I immediately regret this, but it may still give you the opportunity to get in here, and then we can pop our stars card and see if we teleport maybe a little closer to the end of the floor. Ooh, the shovel. Too bad that's trash right now and not on a daily. This has teleported us in all likelihood further from the boss fight. Now we hope for the silver lining on this cloud, where we get a bunch of black hearts out of Book of Sin because of our extra rooms being done here. That was poor damage. Very, very poor damage. And not easily replenished at this point. Nasty enemies, man. I hate when these guys get, like, segmented. Okay. Good battery charge. Could be worse. Battery charge is like your 50-50 payout. Judgment is potentially amazing. Come on, dog. HP. If there's one time I want you to pay out with HP, it's now. Mystery Sack is good. It's not great, but it's something I definitely desire on this run. So I'm for it, I guess. And if it just, you know, 1 black heart, man, that's all Mystery Sack needs to do to be worth its the time investment here. We didn't really pay anything we couldn't afford for it. Whoa, that was actually very close. I thought he was teleporting. Instead, he chose to do his most common attack, the smarmy son of a bitch. Beautiful. And we're inching closer to, you know, a charge, which may save us. Thank God we don't have to go back into that room ever again. That should probably do it. I gotta focus a little bit more than usual on this one, because this is, I mean, it has the potential to go south. Got a second secret room. I would just love to see any HP in there that's not just red hearts. Okay, that's kind of trash, but it's alright. This is gonna be tough. The Isaac fight is super easy most of the time, if you can see what you're dodging. We lack the principal element there of being able to see what the hell's going on surrounding our hitbox, so I wouldn't say I'm skeptical of our chances to survive, but I do expect we'll probably get hit once or twice. The slow is actually working out really well. Yeah, that kind of got wedged between a rock and a hard place there. That's okay. 4 HP. Still survivable. Come on, little Brimstone. Get in on the action. Oh, we're fast enough. Yeah, good, good, good. All right, get some rotten baby shots in there. Get some teeth shots in there. And then Mystery Sack, just drop a Perthro rune or a Yera rune or an Emperor card or just something to get me through this next floor with confidence, man. Because I'm a little bit on edge about this Maggie run as we see it right now. But I think I can be relatively proud of our play. Another battery charge. Another red heart. Okay, we tried. I still think we can be relatively proud of our play. But I'll be much prouder if we win, that's for sure. I mean, we don't have a 0 item run. Not really, anyway. We do have some good stuff. Experimental treatment, I'm just taking it because it contributes towards spun. We might as well pop open Dad's Key. There may be a scenario in which we decide that that's the way we want to take things. I mean, I'm finding it tough to imagine a situation in which that's the right scenario, but we basically did get access to the Mega Satan fight for free, so why not take advantage of it? The only other use for Dad's Key would be to get into this, like, secret room for free, which, what do we really care, you know? Use one of our 20 bombs. Now, we do have an okay luck stat. So, there is a pretty okay chance for us to get more chests. I don't actually think at this point we need them to win. But, fuck, they'd help, man. They'd help out a lot. Battery charge. I'll pop it right away just out of kind of pseudo-desperation. I don't like to dodge enemies that shoot bombs when I don't know exactly where our hitbox is, so we focused on famine. I mean, our damage, as you can see, is really good when we actually get the chance to sustain it. More red hearts. We may, you know, there may come a time where we need those, so let's not be poo-pooing the red hearts yet, you know? You never know when you're going to need to rely on the kindness of others, so let's keep an open mind about those red hearts right now. It's a resource we didn't otherwise have. Thank you, Gluttony. You're a goddamn saint. You've given me a black heart. You've given me a chest. The chest contained God's flesh. I wish it was almost any other mushroom, but I'm happy. God's flesh, you know, it could be nice for some of these enemies. I would like to kill greed first. Leave gluttony for last. Yes, we made it happen, even though I sustained fire on gluttony for about 100 years to open the room up. No HP. A black card, though. Holy shit, I think we might actually do this. But this is a dead end, so, you know, the roller coaster continues, man. I get up, but then immediately after something gets me down. You got to roll with the punches. That's probably sung by a man and not a guitar, but Monkey's Paw. Probably good, but I'm gonna ignore it because it's funnier this way. Also, for some reason, I'm attached to this idea that Watch Battery might have saved us on this run, and I feel weird about telling it that we don't want it anymore because I'm sentimental about inanimate objects. But I think we can win with or without that Monkey's Paw. Whoa, it's a deal with the devil. You wouldn't give me a Krampus fight right at the end of the freaking game. It's an inconsequential situation, although I would love to get either item from Krampus. So yeah, sure, I'll take a head of Krampus. I don't know why I would blow that up. It seems kind of idiotic, to be honest with you. Death card is just okay, but... Alright, I mean, yeah, Krampus's head was a good pickup here. We got just enough. I don't know how it happened, but we've been playing really well on this floor. Hopefully this is the right way, one way or the other. That was incredibly stupid. That's what you get for tooting your own horn. This is gonna suck. Yeah, just prepare yourself. We will probably get hit a couple times here. It shouldn't be the end of the world. You know, with 5 HP, should still be able to pretty easily kill Blue Baby. Is it all red chests now? Scatter bombs? They're a nice touch, man. Every single one of those that lands is not negligible. Also, big thanks to our number of orbitals on this run. That, in spite of, you know, simultaneously making it impossible for me to dodge, have made it pretty difficult for me to get hit. So, I'm very pro that situation. However, this one felt a little dicey, but look at that. We've come through in the clutch. More HP than we started with on the chest. Thanks for watching. The streak continues. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.